Hello, today we'll present our study plan for the EIT or FE exam for construction engineering. This presentation is by Miriam Mirza.
Enrique Akuyama.
James Barella.
And Dong Tran.
This is our table of contents. First, we will do an introduction, a background information about the EIT or FE exam, and then we'll go through the construction engineering topics that will be on the EIT exam. Then we will talk about the weekly study hours and the study materials. After that, we will talk about our resources or contacts that we talk to and our references. First, we have the introduction. So the Engineering in Training, the EIT, or also called the Fundamentals of Engineering FE exam, is a comprehensive engineering exam, which in this case, civil engineering exam, that evaluates your knowledge of the fundamentals of engineering principles and concepts. The FE exam is provided by the National Council of Examination for Engineering and Surveying, NCEES, and it is a national exam in the United States. The exam is 6-hour computer-based, and the candidates are provided with a handbook with all the equations needed to complete the exam. The grading will depend on the average of the testing group. Also, you get a chance to retake it 3 times a year in case you don't pass it. The FE exam is the first step in the process of becoming a professional engineer or PE. Construction engineering is a branch of civil engineering, therefore, it is one of the disciplines that will show up on the EIT or FE exam, and there will be 8 to 12 questions about construction engineering.
So we're going to talk about the topics that are going to be going over on the FE and the EIT exam. So construction doesn't really have a lot of numbers or math. It's a lot more of concepts and understanding drawings. So we'll get into those topics now. So the first topic would be project administration. So this is any of the paperwork that includes the project documents, contract billing, management, procurement, and delivery methods. This means like permitting, like you're gonna need permitting papers, you need documentation that you own the land or that you have the permits to construct and that you're a company that has the permits to be able to build the buildings or whatever else you're making. And also making sure that management has the funding as well as other stuff to pay for the projects. The next topic is going to be construction operation methods. So these are the methods used in construction. These include preparations of the project site equipment, construction materials used, the safety of workers and public, and traffic control. So this means like making sure that you have all the right equipment at the job site to be able to do the job, as well as making sure that all the materials and sizes of beams and other things you order can make it through the roadways. That's why traffic control, so like shutting down roads or making sure that the lengths of the beams are short enough where the trucks can make the turn to be able to deliver the actual materials to the site and anything else that needs to get there as well. And also making sure that, of course, you just have the amount of workers you need there and the right workers to be able to operate the equipment that you do have. And then for my last thing I'm going to talk about would be project control, which is controlling and managing the project phases, procedures, productivity, spending, scheduling, allocation of resources, and more. So this is basically what the project manager does most of the time. So the project phases are multiple phases. Obviously, we need to get the land first, and then there's permits. And then after the permitting, we can get the blueprints. And after blueprints, we can send it to the construction people so they can read and know what to do, how to construct each site, as well as making sure that you're in contact with people like the fire department and the structural engineer and the architect to make sure everything on their side is also going smoothly and according to schedule, because delays can cause major setbacks and also cost companies a lot of money if you can't get the permits in time, or making sure that if like 2 different sides clash so that you get an issue. So you have to make sure that those don't happen. So you make sure you communicate with all sides to get there. And then I'm going to pass it down to Dong to talk about the last 2.
Yeah, and for including the last 2, we have contextual estimating and interpretation of engineer drawing. So for the first one, contextual estimating, we evaluating and breaking down the cost of project component to estimate its total cost. This includes a hard cost, which is the cost linked to the physical construction of the project, and the sub cost, which is the cost of the other project, including such as insurance and permit. Yeah, so engineer, construction engineer, beside the work we do on paper, the work we do like math and something like that, we have to like calculate the cost, the money, so the project gonna like go smoothly and yeah, it's better for the bigger picture. And for the last one, interpretation of engineer drawing, we converting the real life in May into a 3D or, or 2D model using engineering software such as AutoCAD, SolidWorks, Civil 3D, and Macro Station, and so on. So for that, we use all the app that we've been studying to people can see easier the real life image in the PDF file, so we can work from that on, and that easier for many party can join and see from our drawing, so we can know what to do next. Yeah, thank you.
All right, I'm going to cover the weekly study hours that you might need if you want to master the FE and EIT topics for the construction engineering discipline. Yeah, so here's a schedule that we made that would be best if you want to actually memorize these, because we find that if you study at least like an hour per day instead of cramming it all within one day, it's going to be a lot better for you to actually memorize these topics. So we came up with 8 hours a week for 2 months, or also 6 weeks, totaling 48 hours of preparation for the exam. And for example, on Monday, we would have 1 hour for studying project administration. Tuesday would be 1 hour for studying construction operations and methods. Wednesday would be 1 hour for studying project controls. Thursday would be another hour for construction estimating. Friday would be another hour for interpretation of engineering drawings. Saturday would be another hour or another 3 hours for overall review and example problems. And then we decided it would be good for 1 day of rest. And next, I'm going to cover the study materials that you might need to ace the exam. First off, we have the FE Civil Practice Exam. It's $35, and when you actually schedule the exam, you can select the optional test for $35. It's a great way to see what the exam is actually like. There's also online videos on YouTube channels such as Mark Matson's. He has a lot of great videos on what the exam is like and how to solve these problems. There's also online tutoring that you can buy. It's a little bit more pricey. It ranges from $125 to $500, and it's on the School of PE website. And then also there's sample questions and practice problems on the 2 websites shown below.
Next, we'll talk about our resources and contacts. So we collaborated with a ConE professor and a classmate. So we contacted Professor Nancy LaCroix, she's a lecturer as DSU in the College of Engineering, Civil Construction, and Environmental Engineering. She teaches construction classes, and she has her EIT, FE, or NPE exam. Also, my classmate and my coworker, Ezekiel, he's a senior civil engineering student at San Diego State. He's a member of the American Society of Civil Engineers, ASCE, and he's currently working with the city of San Diego with the construction management team. And he also took his FE exam and he passed it. We contacted them. They provided us with great references and advice for taking the FE exam, and that helped us with creating this lesson plan. Here we have our references. And thank you. Please contact us if you have any questions.
Thank you so much.
Okay.